asking me. Go ahead.
One question.
Sure.
Just to talk.
We're here to talk. She's a lesbian.
Okay, so
I
I'm gonna
protect
answer one
women's
question.
issues.
I'm going to answer one question. I'm
Well,
going to answer
let
one
him
question
answer.
for you.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is the flaw in your approach is you're coming with the question that's automatically incendiary and intended to divide. It is not a good faith question.
What's not a good faith, though?
To say, how do you
Specifically.
feel about men in women's spaces?
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to talk about trans athletes, I would be... No. Believe me, I'm...
Came up to us.
You're a trans man. You should be
I'm a pro
protecting
at this.
women and
Yeah,
girls.
I'm a pro.
Literally shouting out that somebody's identity is not appropriate.
I was in the middle of
Nobody's
an
like,
answer.
I'm sorry.
I was in the middle of an answer.
Okay, but there's 15
Okay,
people
but
here.
if you want to record what I have to say, record what I have to say. Don't
okay.
argue with them.
Okay, but there's 15 people
So,
here. Go
my
ahead.
answer to you is that it's a bad faith question.
Why?
If you wanted to ask about the inclusion of trans athletes, that's a question I would answer. But you're not asking it that way. You're asking, how do I feel about men in women's spaces?
Yeah.
So if you were willing to reframe your question, I would give you an answer.
Okay, I'm going to reframe it as, how do you feel about male people in female spaces?
Again, you're trying to make
I don't want to include male people in women's spaces. That's what I advocate for.
My response was, if you want to talk about trans athletes,
I'm
I
talking
would
about in
answer
locker
that.
rooms, bathrooms, prisons,
You want to
shelters.
talk about trans athletes.
I'm talking about every space that's designated for female people as a whole, not just sports.
Do you want to talk about transgender people, or are you going to frame it as, how do I feel about men in women's spaces?
I said male people. That
Okay,
includes
I'm
boys
asking-
and male people.
If you're willing to ask about transgender people, I will answer that question.
Okay, sure.
So please ask the question.
Okay, how do you feel about trans women in female-only spaces?
I feel that trans women being women belong in female spaces.
Are you a woman?
I am a non-binary person.
Okay. I mean, what makes a trans woman a woman specifically?
What makes a trans woman a woman is their identity. I know you're going to ask me about their ability to carry children. You're going to
I'm
ask
not
me
gonna
about
ask
their
her.
sex
I'm
organs.
not-
and all
I
those
actually
things.
suffered from infertility for 6 years, so I'm not
very
going to
sorry
ask
hear
that.
I have 2 children, so
I have 3
understand.
children now.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
I'm
good.
just saying,
God bless you.
I don't talk about people's ability to have children.
Okay, but you're asking me what makes a trans woman a woman, and my answer is you said it yourself. A trans woman is a woman. That's as much conversation
answer?
I need to. Yes, a trans woman is a
So a
woman.
male person is a woman.
A male person is a woman. Is
Just
that what you
because-
just said?
Yes.
I said a trans woman is a woman.
Right, but they're male people.
I know you're trying to bait me. You're trying to
I'm not trying to
manipulate.
bait you. I'm trying to have a conversation because
You're
when
not.
when we talk
It's
about
not-
women's rights,
It's not a good
Yeah.
faith conversation.
you're a trans
It's
man.
not
Why
a
don't
good faith
why don't we talk
conversation.
about-
I'm going to give you this one soundbite for whoever is following.
Yeah.
I'm not a trans man. You're making assumptions.
You're definitely a trans man.
I'm not a trans man.
Okay.
I'm non-binary, gender queer.
You're a female.
I'm not female either. I just
But
said
that's
I'm
the thing, you
non-binary.
guys just deny people's sex.
I am non-binary.
It is though. You guys don't want it. You guys don't.
killed
I don't
all
have
good
to.
faith here.
I don't have to
You
leave.
need to leave now.
No, I'm not.
You guys
I don't
killed
have to.
anything.
This is public
All
public
right,
property.
yeah, but if the next time you show up and you keep doing this,
I can
this
cut.
is
I can.
public. You'd be here, but now you're actually making me feel unsafe.
Actually, I'm the one that's feel. I have
Because
grown men
I
coming over to me in my face.
I gave my answer. I gave my answer in good faith. You threw that answer back in my face, saying, well, then you're this then. Well, no, you're this then. You asked me what I was. I gave you a said I was non-binary. Well, then you're a woman.
Okay, let me start over.
Honest conversation.
Let me
that's
let
not
me
an
start. Let me
honest
start the
conversation.
conversation over. It's really simple. I advocate for women and girls sex-based protections.
Okay.
Sex-based protections
So do I.
based on somebody's sex, not somebody's gender identity. I don't care what anybody's gender identity is. People's sex is more important
No, it's not.
than the words that somebody utters.
As a biochemist, no, it's not.
You think that somebody's
I'm
gender?
a biochemist,
Oh,
and what your
okay.
answer is no.
You're telling me the way somebody looks at their gender is more important than their actual sex?
No, I'm saying that they're both on the same level.
How?
And because a human person is a full person. To separate everything out the way you're trying to separate everything out will end up isolating someone who is trying to find their own true self. And that's the bottom
But
line.
my
And
question-
biology
Yeah.
has already proven
But-
there is no binary.
That's bullshit. There's obviously a binary. You just don't want to admit that there's women and female people that don't want to be in places with male people.